So, after like a long time of deciding, I finally quit one of my jobs. I didn't really make a big spectacle. I just wrote that I'm not coming back. And it took so long because part of my problem is that even when I like know that I should make a decision, it takes me forever because I feel like, well, maybe if I wait a little bit, it'll get better or something, and it just never does. Oh, I ain't start recording it. One of the biggest things was deciding which job I hated more. And both jobs have their cons, more cons than pros. But I ended up leaving Wendy's. This probably isn't gonna come as a surprise to pretty much anybody that worked at that job, but it's just yesterday was kind of like got me to the point where I was like, yeah. I mean, I've been to that point before where I was just like, I know I just need to leave, but just yesterday it was just to the point I was like, look, I don't like this job so much that I don't even care if I do my job. Like, if I didn't like the manager that I was working with, I probably would have just been like, plus we only had like 3 people, so I wasn't gonna try to do them like that. It's just, even though it's funny because Firehouse I don't even really like that much more now. Like, this whole experience for me has been so exhausting. Like, I lost so much motivation. Just, I don't want to say just to live, but just to live pretty much. Like, it's bad when it gets to a point where I'm like just trying to find something to just entertain me, and it's not a good feeling when I'm so exhausted to the point that I don't, it's just, you know. So one of the things I've been thinking, or knowing I need to be focusing on, is enjoying life more. Like, Saturday is the only day I'm off this week, so I'm going out. I'm hoping I can go out with one of my friends. It's been a while since I've seen her. I feel like that would be fun, and I feel like I would enjoy it. Just walking around, not worrying about work, spending money unnecessarily. I also want to go to the movies, probably watch something. I'm thinking about catching up on some Marvel movies since Infinity War came out. Catch up on like Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, and something else I think, and watch Infinity War. Now, I've said this before. I don't remember if I said this to y'all, but the way I looked at it like a couple weeks ago, I was like, Firehouse isn't necessarily the better job. Well, it's better than working at that Wendy's, but it's not necessarily the best job, but it's a good for now job. I'm starting to feel like that's not the case with that either, because I feel a storm is coming. So I might end up leaving there sooner than later. But I mean, I feel like for now at least, I can work during the day and then just pass out. Like, I think I took a nap at like 7 and woke up around 8. I just like passed out. You know, I want to rest a lot more. The biggest thing that holds me back from making decisions, hold on. The biggest thing that holds me back from making decisions is I don't want to feel like a failure. Like, if I just decide not to do something, it's like, oh, you gave up. When you really, if you would have tried harder. And I always feel like I'm going to regret making the decision instead of understanding that I'm going to regret all this time it took for me to make a decision, because I'm always overthinking, or I'm always thinking that things could get better when in reality they don't. So that's also something I've been dealing with. Like, I hope whenever I do decide to leave Firehouse, I don't take months on end to finally do that. Because the only thing I was worried about is like, okay, so what if I end up not having a job at all? Like, I at least wanted to keep a job because I still want to have a steady flow of income, because I still have goals that I want to reach in the next 2 years. But just like I just got so tired I didn't even want to work for another job anyway, since I don't think working fast food is something I want to keep doing and repeat the process. I feel like I do need to take a break, but I don't want to just quit, but at the same time I probably need to look. Another thing I think about a lot is the fact that I would be 21 this year. I still live with my parents. I don't really have any notable talents other than I work hard. It's like, I mean, that's kind of rare here, it seems like, but it's just like, I didn't go to college. I don't really plan. Then I probably ain't gonna be able to afford rent. I can't drive. I spend money on Uber. I can't really cook. I can cook eggs. I did chicken like twice. It's not going to college. If my parents kicked me out today, I'd probably be able to find a place to live for like a month before I get kicked out. Because if I don't have a job, uh, just sometimes my insecurities get to me too. And like recently, when I was working on building a relationship with this girl I like, I was thinking about how I want our life. I can't speak English apparently. I was thinking about how I wanted our life to be, and it's like I just feel like I can't do anything for myself. So how am I gonna do anything for somebody else? I just feel like a disappointment sometimes, and it's just like, it sucks. But I gotta keep reminding myself that I still have time to figure everything out. It isn't gonna happen at the snap of my fingers, and it wouldn't be worth it if it did. That's another reason why I just feel like, sorry, I had food stuck in my gums, but that's another reason why I feel like I just need to take a vacation, not as like a distraction from everything, but as like to clear my mind. All this negativity, I just need a break, just some time to myself. And if I do get to hang out with my friend, that would be like great, because honestly I just need to be around somebody that doesn't make me feel worse about myself. Because all I've been doing is working and sleeping and maybe eating, focusing on, and that kind of goes into another thing I've been thinking about, is basically reaffirming my relationships with people in my life. Because like I said, I was basically searching for something to just give me a spark back in my life, and it just, people is usually the only thing that I'm ever missing out on. So I want to feel like I kind of need to focus on that a little bit more. It's going to be like, people are always going to be in my life. Like, I like working with people. I like having relationships with people for the most part. I mean, I feel like ultimately my life is, I'm not going to say based around people, not so much for people, but I feel like my life is always, I mean, there's people I don't always like, but ultimately that is my, I don't know, my something. Like, if there's anything I learned in these 5 months that we've been in 2018, which I can't believe it's been 5 months already, is I've learned that I need to express my feelings more. I like usually for like Snapchat and YouTube, because that was why I made my YouTube, and I've always been on Snapchat just talking about how I feel. You know, I got a lot of feelings that I want to express, because I usually don't get a chance to. There's that. And then I understand I got a lot of love to give. Like, I want to make people happy, and I just want to make people feel good. It makes me feel good when people around me feel good, which is basically what I was trying to do at both jobs, make everybody feel good. And I know at the very least, wherever I go, I'm going to be able to make people happy, at least try to make their lives easier. But it's going to be harder for me to find like people I can express my feelings to, like, mostly because I don't talk to people on a daily basis, almost at all. Doesn't really suck, but it's just like, you know, It's not something I can really work on at the moment, but I can always go and make somebody at least a little bit happier. Or if it wasn't a random one conversation to have with somebody a week or so. So that, and that's kind of why I wanted to kind of build a social media platform, just to do that. But also the thing that comes with that is making sure that I'm happy above all else. And I mean, I haven't been. So I'm trying to work on that. I don't want to rely on other people to kind of make me happy, but it's just like sometimes just being around people that can make you smile and just feel good about life, that's what you need. If I just do that at least once a week or so, I think I'll be better off. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm sure once I start getting more sleep and working less and stretching more and working out more and whatnot, I'm pretty sure I'll be back in tip top shape. Hmm. I'm not really sure what else to say, but I think that's basically it. I want to feeling like I look good sometimes. Working on that. I know I like my sides cut. I'm still not sure how I feel. Basically, get my life back right. Get to a point where I'm happy. Like, still too much about this haircut the more I look at it. But I'm working on physical and mental health and just getting right, enjoying life again. So, is that I think that's it.